It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
I mean, modestly lubricated.
Day drinking before the interview.
We are in Wisconsin. Are we not?
When in Rome or
That's right.
Bayview. Yeah, exactly. This right here is Car Con Carne. Car Con Carne is a Q101 podcast. I'm James Van Alstyne. Car Con Carne is sponsored by Easy Automation. Can I see that?
Yeah.
I got bashed in Bayview. Damn right. Easy Automation. Are you looking to transform your home, office, or business into a smart, seamlessly connected space?
Covers both.
Easy Automation delivers custom automation solutions that are tailored to your lifestyle. Whether you're upgrading your home entertainment, streamlining your office tech, or enhancing the atmosphere in your restaurant or sports bar, they've got you covered. Their expert team designs and installs personalized systems, from smart lighting and climate control to audio-video distribution and robust Wi-Fi networks, all managed through an intuitive app on your favorite device. Easy Automation makes technology work for you effortlessly, reliably, and always, with your satisfaction guaranteed. Satisfaction guaranteed, Chris Otepka. Visit easy-automation.net or call Dan at 630-730-3728 and take control of your environment today. Car Con Carne, also sponsored by Exploding House Printing. Exploding House can help you with all of your screen printing, embroidery, and other merch needs. If you are a musician, if you're in a band, you might want to use Exploding House. They're truly local. They're based in Hermosa, and they focus on small businesses, bands, brands, everything in between. They've done stuff for Meatwave, The Empty Bottle, The Music Box, Dante's Pizzeria, Devin K and the Solutions, The Brokedowns, and so many others. You can see the full list at explodinghouseprinting.com. Jonathan, he's the guy behind Exploding House. He's been doing this for literal decades. He knows what he's doing. So besides his technical knowledge, he delivers production efficiency and cost awareness to offer boutique print shop quality at much lower, large print shop prices. Check him out on Instagram at Exploding House, or go to their website or email info@explodinghouseprinting.com to get a quote.
We might just do that.
I think you're a band, right?
Well,
you are
we
Troubled Hubble.
That's true.
I already did it. I did
we
it
like
just
The
now.
Empty Bottle. We're friends with Meatwave. So
I think it behooves you to contact Jonathan at Exploding House. I mean, he's affordable, does top quality work. You'd be wrong not to.
Huh?
Speaking of Troubled Hubble is celebrating the 20th anniversary of its wonderful Making Beds in a Burning House album. This is the first time it will be on vinyl since its release. Yeah. The whole band is here. Can we get a quick roll call? Just run through the front and back seats.
Front seat. Shout it out.
Front seat. Back seat.
Back seat.
Back seat. Back seat's here.
Well,
all
can I
here.
get names?
What?
Names?
Should we say who's sitting?
Yes!
yeah. Let's start with you,
You been in a car before, guy?
Not one with so many microphones.
Yeah, right. Well,
In rear
I have.
passenger, Josh Miller, guitar. You can't. There he is.
he's
There
back
he
here.
is.
Hi.
Yep.
Hello.
Josh Miller, Nate Lantham, and Andrew Lantham.
Hello.
The
And-
Lambos.
They're all here.
We're Troubled Hubble
Who's
from
the one in the front?
Elburn.
Chris is in the front seat. Otepka.
I
was
was-
first of his name.
So, Chris, we talked about this kind of recently. We talked about the impending 20th anniversary. Was this something that you all had kind of had on your radar for a while? Like, it's coming up, we should do something.
When did this get put on our radar, Josh? In the last year?
I feel like initially, Nate, didn't you have a conversation with Josh outside of Pinwheel Records for a record store day?
It was like a record store.
That was a
day?
couple of years ago,
So it may
actually.
have
Some
been
ideas.
even in the throes of the
Yep.
pandemic or coming out of it, and so like
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. We talked about it coming up on the time and wanting to maybe do something about it, and didn't, and then did it right in the pocket of 20 years.
yeah, we snuck it. We're sneaking it under the wire.
Mm-hmm.
So the OG press of the record, is that one of those things that if you go on Discogs, it's
Yeah.
worth like $1 kajillion?
It's like $400.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
come
it is.
on.
Oh, I believe
It was
it. I totally
$400.
believe it.
It was clear red vinyl put together by a label in Japan, and they put out just a couple hundred of them.
Right, because remember at the time when that album came out, no one was pressing vinyl.
Yeah, it was kind of ahead of the
That was the
vinyl
end-
surge.
yeah.
Yep.
And
That was the
Nate
end
doesn't
of
even have
the
one.
initial wave.
Yeah. Well, some of us don't have one of those.
I do.
So I went on Discogs and I bought two of them.
Did you really?
With my first bonus paycheck of my new job, I bought two of our own record.
That's hilarious and sad.
Yeah, I know. So I'm trading
That's the
the
story
ones
of
that I
Troubled
just
Hubble.
got. Yeah.
As we mentioned in our last chat, Chris, 120 shows a year back in the day.
Sure, yeah.
Troubled Hubble was full throttle
Definitely.
back in that period.
Yeah.
What's the status in the present day, 2025?
Full throttle still. It's just a different...
Just a different speed. We got a governor on it now.
still throttling
Yeah.
fully, but
When you're
not
full
getting the
throttle
same
in your
results.
early to mid to late 40s, it's a different ball game. But still, we still have a throttle.
Like I know
We have a throttle.
Yeah.
there are
Throttle
children in the
confirmed.
picture that may not have been there in 2005.
Yeah, the backseat crew, as we're known from this point forward, we all have kids, so we got lots of stuff we got to do and worry about, and some of them are even watching the show today. So we've got that. We've got some.
What's fascinating is that these kids weren't there for the 10-year reunion.
Yeah.
And now there's...
It's true.
It's
Yeah,
like
now
the
they're all
family
there.
has grown, and it
Or-
feels really nice. I mean...
What do the kids think of their Uncle Chris?
The wacky Uncle Chris, the weird Uncle Chris,
He's tall.
the tall Uncle Chris. There's all kinds of
Handsome.
names.
He's dark. He's tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah.
That's what they
about him.
think. That's primarily what they
That's
think.
what they know.
Is-
So as you dug back into this record, which originally came out on Lookout, did it make you nostalgic? Did it stir up emotions that had been suppressed perhaps for 2 decades?
Perhaps suppressed, or is that? Yeah, absolutely. It was. Even listening, I listened to the record for the first time last night. We got our copies a couple days ago.
I saw the Instagram post.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very exciting whenever a band gets their music.
Beautiful looking record, and to listen to it brings you back to the exact moment that you recorded it to tape back then, and it's been all kinds of emotions with that, but overall pretty good.
What did it for me? I think it was not even the recording as much as the sort of process of like, we need to revisit the art. In order to do so, we kind of like dug out tons of photos and videos, and it was like that's the stuff that really
Oh yeah.
a lot of moments I didn't remember, or just had not thought about for years and years. So that was to me the moment we were like hanging out in Nate's kitchen table, this long table with just like photos spread out everywhere, and
Analog content.
Mm-hmm.
So when I listened to the album, I mean, it sounds right in the pocket of what indie music should sound like from that era. I remember, and you can correct me if I'm off base, I remember back in the time, critics didn't know what to think of you. Like, I remember them comparing you to Ben Folds, and they might be giants. Like, no one could get a proper beat on the band back in the day. Is that safe to say?
Yes, that's yeah. Thank you for acknowledging that finally. Not you personally, but just that you articulated it well. We didn't really know. We just kind of, and that was the answer, is that we're doing what we're doing and we're going for it.
Yeah, there were aspects of all those bands, I think. A lot of it had to do with just the fact that we were doing absolutely whatever we wanted to do.
Which
there
is
wasn't a lot
the
of
way you should be.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of
proceeding as a
like oversight to that. So I think we had a lot of elements of that, and bands that were having fun back then were kind of not very prevalent, and we would truly have fun when we played, and that was like the early 2000s, like kind of the birth of like the New York shoegaze and
Sure.
bands that we all love, like bands like Interpol and things like that was very, very, very serious, and we were very, very not. And then, but this record that we're putting out again, the 20-year record, is like we're all proud of it musically because it is a serious record, but it had built in kind of our attitude about playing music too, which was just enjoying what we did.
I remember some of the criticism came around. I'm pretty sure I Can See Molecules, which is a serious song, but it has almost kind of like a charming Sesame Street vibe to it.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris, you've always been in touch with nature in some way, shape, or form.
Well, thank you.
That is true.
I've tried to. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Stay
Backseat
in
Boys
touch
can
with
confirm that's a
nature.
legit
Nature-
connection with nature.
nature. Will never.
We've seen 'em out
abandon
there.
you. It's nature is something that won't abandon you, I guess. But yeah, the unable to categorize it or describe it is like another part of the equation of the unfinished business that might be also surrounding this record. And we did a 10-year reunion 10 years ago, and it feels good to go back and to re-explore the songs. When I started relearning all of the songs, like things took new meaning, and old meaning was amplified in different ways for sure. Like not that anything's like super politically charged, but there is like a new invigoration around the songs, and the record was remixed and remastered accordingly.
Now, for a casual listener or fan, would they perceive what those changes were if they do like an A/B between the two?
Yeah,
I think, some of the remixes. There will be some moments anyway. I don't think, we worked hard to stay true to the nature of the song. It wasn't the revisiting was not about like reconceptualizing anything.
Right.
But there are some, our friend Bobby Lord remixed like the front half of the record, and he added in some new little moments and textures, and I think there are songs too where...
So Bobby Lord did not have a God complex when he remixed.
Well, who's to say? I think he would be the only one to answer that. Him and his
Lord joke.
Him and his...
It's a good one.
love a Lord joke.
Across from this church thing going on over here, I think it's...
We're right across the street from like a big church event, which is on the opposite side of the Bayview.
There's a bouncy
Bashment
house,
thing.
so...
They've been blasting contemporary gospel music,
which we're also about to do in about 45 minutes.
They saw 5 people get in a car.
We're witnessing the rebirth of Troubled Hubble.
A big pivot in our sound.
Rebirth in a lot of ways. Resurrection, if you will.
Well, talking about how songs take on different meaning, I learned, I had no idea that 14,000 Things to Be Happy About was about a book until you performed it on stage at my event.
It was inspired by a book, definitely, and named after a book.
Now, this isn't what you meant, and it doesn't necessarily, this isn't what you meant, but so into the open air to soak it all in and live your life like the world owes you something more than what you have. I think that's a fair metaphor for you playing the street festival today in Wisconsin on the 20th anniversary.
Living like the world owes us something.
They owe you.
No, James. No, we're happy with what we have. There's a lot more, complacency.
The world owes you, and it's time to pay up.
Yeah. We're going to make them pay.
It's a good interpretation, I guess. We'll go with that one.
It's just a way to spin the lyrics because you're playing a street festival, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like it.
I'm down.
So again, if people want this record, it's too late today for this street festival by the time this airs, but they can go on Bandcamp to buy the new gatefold 20th anniversary.
Yeah, it came out on a label called Foreign Leisure, and they're actually here from Milwaukee as well. And so Foreign Leisure Records is hosting the sale of the new fancy reissue.
And one thing I don't know if I asked this, Nancy made the cut for this album, which was on the previous indie release. Were there any other previous songs that were like kind of on the chopping block for this album, or was that the only one you wanted to carry forward to this?
That was the only one. It was a kind of a recorded separately, and we tried to set it off as a bonus track, but it was like a sort of a decision as like ostensibly this was going to be a wider release, and just sort of that we felt like the label felt like it had some radio potential and all that, so include it. I'd say we were ambivalent about including it. Not that we don't love the song, we still play it at basically every show. But it felt it wasn't part of our original plan, but we were, it was like we were working with a new crew of folks, and so we went along with it. And I thought like the new recording really we added some new life to it and some new kind of touches.
It was interesting though, because like we had recorded this, was it almost a year before it came out, or was it a half year or something like that? It didn't really come out right when we recorded it. We'd played these songs for 2 years prior to that, and that song was 4 years or 5 years older. And so there was a weird like jumble of things that people were hearing it for the first time, and it wasn't necessarily like our like push to have this be heard. It was a lot of other people's kind of hands in the pie at that point saying, well, you need to do this.
That sounds like a label experience.
It was,
we got our taste of it.
Yeah, we sure got it. We got experienced.
Okay, and I know you've got to play soon enough. I did want to mention the Howard Jones cover from several years ago on the AV Club. That's one of the most joyful covers I think I've ever seen and heard.
Thank you,
man.
We loved it. We loved playing that.
It's such a wonderful song, and you put your spin on it. And far be it for me to lean into a cover as I'm talking to you about your original music, but that makes me smile every time I hear it.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's all about the rhythm section. We got the horns. yeah, that was
The
a very
horns.
exciting experience, and that was right around our 10-year anniversary of this record. So 10 years ago, almost now.
One of those horn players is on stage right now in front of us.
Was Devin Kay and the Solutions.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Jake Levinson,
back,
Ben
The
Gregg.
last time I interviewed Devin Kay, the whole band was in the car. This time I made sure it was just Devin. Like my shock's only recently recovered from that experience. So it's a lot of bodies. And as you three know, it's not very comfortable for three of you back
I
there.
tell you what, the first couple of years of our existence, we traveled around in a pretty tiny van.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of bringing it all back right now.
All right, so full speed ahead for Troubled Hubble.
A
It's
governor
full speed-
throttle.
yeah, a governed throttle.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, we're gonna see what the rest of the year holds for us. We have 2 more shows coming up. We're doing a label showcase for the, I guess it's a showcase, but people that have put other records out on Foreign Leisure. We're doing that at the Cactus Club here in Milwaukee
Awesome.
in November, and then we're doing a big show at the Subterranean in Chicago, which will be like a proper Chicago record release. That's at the end of November.
Oh, great.
28th.
November 28th.
That's my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, we were going to
That's
have
why we're
that.
doing it.
Thank you. Well, that is very kind of you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. So Chris, in the times when Troubled Hubble isn't kicking, or they've got other life things in the way, is that Hella Goats go time?
I suppose that's how it's worked out. Yes. Songs just get played, whether it's Hubble or Hella Goats or me solo, and the challenge of defining it all does kind of continue through that, but just kind of trusting my intuition, I suppose, and hoping
Are you
that
guys
these
writing
can
songs?
hang out soon.
Are we writing songs?
Yeah.
Like the Backseat Crew?
Like Troubled Hubble, the band that's talking about an album that came out 20 years ago and is still playing live. Are you writing new music?
We actually haven't had that discussion. Like we haven't had a discussion about what's next, and so
It hasn't come up organically at all. Like
no.
We did some like post reawakening in the mid late 2010s, and but yeah, this time around it's been most about just getting ready, show ready. But hopefully
Seeing
there'll
some
be
old
new
pictures
things.
from the recording process of this record 22 years ago, 21 years ago, there are song titles that I don't recognize.
Oh, yeah.
On some of the...
Yeah, we actually did other
There's
tracks.
a half-written
Sure.
song.
Yeah.
You asked about the
that's true.
chopping block, and there definitely is a chopping block, and I will sweep up the pieces and put solo songs together. But we'll get that time. We'll do hopefully some wood shedding as time allows.
the weather's turning.
Yeah.
Now's the time.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All right, Troubled Hubble, I'm so glad we got to do this. Long overdue. Chris and I have connected, but I haven't connected with you guys in the back seat, so I'm glad
Here
we
we are.
officially
James,
connected.
it's an honor. You were a huge part of our adolescence and early adulthood. Like,
Yeah.
we're in the Chicagoland area and Q101, and like,
Thanks.
The demo review, the National Recording of Arts and Sciences
Oh yeah,
Academy.
that's true.
Oh
It
God,
was really
You're a part of our
impressive.
history,
Part of
whether you
our-
like it or not.
A part of
I
our
love it.
youth,
I love it.
and now look at us.
Now look at us. Now we're sitting in a
Yeah, right.
13-year-old Mazda in a high school parking lot in a Milwaukee suburb.
And that's weird.
Follow
'cause
your dreams,
Josh
kids.
isn't allowed to be in this.
the world owes you something.
Yeah.
Thank you, Troubled Hubble.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, thanks, James.